Hello and welcome to Chartwell Regis. My name is Dave. It's been a while since I've done an update on my layout, which this is going to sort of be a follow-up to my last update, and I will show you a few things that I've been doing regarding the layout. First of all, I'd like to do a few shout-outs. The first one is to Daniel at Stockton Junction, who's got a fantastic layout and is really coming along a treat and what have you. And also I'd like to thank Daniel for the vouchers that I had won in his competition when I won first place. I put the vouchers to good use, but I haven't made the kits yet, so I'll just spin you around and show you what I purchased from Model Railway Scenery. In the box I've got the industrial ladders, catch pits, network rail ballast bags, fire hydrant, gas, water and cable markers, concrete troughing kit, some daffodil shrubs, a relay box equipment, cabinet platforms, and some knock leaves, and some laser cut kit glue. And obviously, as I've not had a chance, I haven't even opened the biscuit yet, but I'd like to say thank you to Daniel for the vouchers and that, and these will be put to good use and they will feature on my layout at some stage. Thank you very much, Daniel. The next shout out is for Danny at South Line Southern Line. Danny, I'm sorry not to sort of comment. I've been so busy, mate, and I wish you a belated happy birthday. And I've been watching your videos and giving you all thumbs ups and whatever. I like the collection of rolling stock and the new locomotives that you got from your loved ones, and I like the work you do on your layout, and keep them coming, mate. And I'm well impressed. The other shout out is to Mark at Main Trains Fantasia. I just like the videos that you do. You've got a great sense of humour. I love the tank being hit by one of your locos, and I thought that was quite quite comical, to be honest, and that. And your work on your layout is coming along a treat, and like with everyone else, I do watch. I have been sort of giving thumbs up and whatever, but I just haven't sort of been commenting. Like, I've just been so busy with other things and that, so I apologise for that to everybody. Right, getting back to my layout, I've had a bit of trouble with the running on my trains down the far end of my shed, sort of where the lifting hatch is, and basically where the track joins, it's on a sort of curve, and it's a bit of a hard thing to sort of line up. And basically some of my trains were running nicely over it, some were sort of derailing and what have you, and I thought the best thing to do was have the whole lot out, rebuild it, relay it. And since I've done it, which I finished only a few days ago, it seems to be doing what I want it to do. The other things, like getting back to like the shed, I was sort of getting a bit of a damp problem in here, even though I've got insulation in the walls and that. So I thought the best thing to do was take all the cladding off the exterior. I've replaced the back of the shed with new cladding, and sort of replaced some of the cladding where it was sort of a bit worn and damaged and rotten and whatever. And I've sort of put a secondary sort of like line of insulation around the shed, and basically it's a lot warmer in the shed. I can feel the warmth already in here, even though it's sort of not that cold outside, but you do notice it now. And I've just sort of basically not long finished all the painting on the exterior as well. What I'll do is, in one of my next videos, I'll take a video of like the exterior, just to sort of show like how I've sort of done with the exterior and whatever, and the colour I've painted it in, which is a green and cream colour, which is sort of a bit in keeping with British Rail Southern Region. The other things I've been doing is I've been collecting sort of Lima Mark 1s and Mark 2 coaches. I've got another rake of about 9 coaches, and there's amongst them there's 3 Hornby coaches. Now what I've done with a lot of these is I've just sort of weathered them up, and 3 of them in the executive livery I've put flush glazing in, which I don't think looks too bad, and it sort of brings it up to a bit of a better sort of level of detail and whatever. I put corridor connectors between each one, and I've got them just trundling around in the background, sort of running behind my class 47. What I'll do is I'll spin you around and just sort of show you it as a train's coming through. Right, the 47's just pulling through. That's a Barkman class 47, followed by an up-to-date Hornby. Then there's a Lima utility coach, followed by another Lima Mark II, which I've just basically put a spray brush over these and put corridor connectors on them. These 2 are Hornby. I think they're from the Flying Scotsman set, and basically the last 3 they've got the flush glazing, and I thought they looked quite good. It's all a bit weathered up and whatever. I just thought, oh, it's a cheap way to do a new rake of coaches. My latest acquisition is this Hornby TTS sound fitted class 47. It's not a bad runner. It's a bit light, but it's basically, in my view, a modified version of the old Lima class 47s. With a bit of weathering, I think this will look quite good, and fit a few details around the buffer beam, and I think it'll look excellent. I don't know what everyone's take is on it, but to me, it's another sort of reasonable price Loco that I've added to my fleet, and like I say, with a bit of weathering, it'll probably look quite good. Before I forget, I'll just sort of show you the area where I've done with the lifting hatch. It's basically just a bit of ply with some batten and a couple of hinges and whatever. I've just replaced basically from where that catenary stanchion is, just around to where the tunnel is. I've had to sort of move a bit of ballast out of the tunnel, which is not a problem, and just sort of basically I've just got to sort of paint the rails there, because I managed to keep the sleepers there and slide some new rail in. I've also just added a little bit of detail, like rubbish in the bin there, put a sort of ice cream van there and a lady sitting on a bench with her dog. I've got to add a couple of more characters here just to sort of make it a bit more interesting. Down at the network rail gates, I've got a couple of network rail staff there. Somebody's obviously shutting the gates and putting the padlock back on, and obviously someone's acknowledging the sort of oncoming train. I don't think I've really done much in the way of detailing along here, sort of from the last video, and just sort of moving along to where the permanent way siding is. I've got a class 33 there with some steel on the back of these wagons. I put a little bit of rubbish just against the fence just to sort of highlight it. Oh, the other thing that I'm going to do, I've decided to sort of do a disused sort of bit of a station in this area. So I've just sort of started to do that, and basically I just want to get this end sort of finished, and then I'm going to have a sort of like a scenic break about sort of where those where the brickwork finishes, and probably have a station building up above, and then I'm going to be coming onto my continental side of the layout, which I haven't really done much on, but I've got a large collection of European themed rolling stock and locomotives and that, and I just thought this side I'm going to have as like a European theme and whatever. And as you can see, I've got a couple of coaches there and some old stock and wagons and whatever, and it goes back around. I'm going in this corner, I'm going to have a little sort of like German, Austrian, Swiss type of little village above a tunnel mouth, and then obviously it comes over to the UK side. So it's a bit like my Channel Tunnel, this bit, but without the sea. So hopefully I'll be progressing with that maybe next year. Just to show you like the Lima locomotives that I've been collecting, detailing up and whatever. I've got 47609 Firefly in its intercity livery, and I think this looks the part, to be honest. Like, you know, I mean, each their own, I suppose, and that. But I do sort of like the detail on this, and I think it looks the part, to be honest. And then following on from that, I've got 47079, and again, like, I've weathered this up, but it's had a light weathering, and it just sort of brings out the detail more, I think. And next to it, I've got 47145. Forgive me if I get this wrong. Merdin Emrys. And again, like, you know, I've just fitted a driver in, sort of giving it a bit of a light weathering because this is a celebrity locomotive out of Tinsley Depot, and I just thought, you know, it looks, the livery just sort of is different, and I like something unusual. And I've got in I believe it's rail freight livery 47301, and again got a driver in there, just highlighted all the weathering. This one's been a bit heavily weathered and that, and they're all ready to run on DCC. I've converted them all. The only motor that I haven't converted is Firefly's motor, which I'm going to just try and see how a Lima Pancake motor reacts under a DCC chip. But like I say, I think these are sort of look okay, you know, sort of from a distance they do look good and whatever. I know the couplings are bulky and that, but I can live with that. And like I say, it's a cheaper way of sort of adding to your fleet and what have you. So tell me what you think in the comments and that, and I appreciate all comments, whether they're good or bad. I'm not bothered, but yeah, please comment, and please subscribe. Hopefully I haven't gone on too much with what I've been up to and that, but like I say, it's been nearly 2 months, so I thought I'd just do one and that. And I'm not a sort of professional videoer or sort of like doing voiceovers and whatever, but each their own anyway. I wish you all the best. I wish you all happy shunting and modelling, and keep enjoying the hobby. And I hope to speak to you in the foreseeable future. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.